But if you already have a 25K generator, why would you go through putting in a solar?
You know, it's funny, a lot of people ask us, and
yeah, usually me. Welcome to Todd's 2-Minute Tech Tip Tuesday, brought to you by Big Beard Battery. Visit bigbeardbattery.com. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That way you don't miss anything. Hey, Todd here, and I'm actually with TheShinpaughs. He's actually stuck around for a couple weeks as we're doing a solar build, right? We're doing a solar build on your Class A, and you've got a large Class A. You got a Prevost,
right?
45 foot.
That's correct,
right? So you even told me a 25K generator.
Correct.
All right, but you're here at the Big Beard Battery facility getting solar. Okay, you have a 25K generator. You could take this wherever you're going. I know you can't take this mammoth of an RV, off-road and up a mountain and all that, unless there's concrete. But if you already have a 25K generator, why would you go through putting in a solar?
You know, it's funny, a lot of people ask us, and
yeah, usually me.
At the end of the day, we actually do boondock a lot.
Right.
We're probably not the typical person in our coach type that is out boondocking, right? But we love it. We spent a month last year in the Tetons completely off the grid, and we had to use our generator every day. And it wasn't that it was bad, it just wasn't great. Right. And the fact that it makes all the noise, and it's in a sound box and all that stuff. But even with that, there's nothing better than sitting out in these beautiful places, the streams running by, you're cooking dinner, you're doing the things you need to do. So quietness was one of the factors, right? Cost to maintain the generator, right? You got to run the generator, you got to have the diesel fuel, you got to, change the oil, change the fuel filter. And sometimes that can be important because I do it extra because it's dusty, right? So I'm making sure that everything is doing what it needs to do. So you got to make sure you have all the stuff with you, and sometimes that's not easily accessible.
Yeah.
So there's a cost part of it as well.
So you were off grid for a month. Did you actually run the generator for a month on one tank of fuel?
No, because we only had to run it like when we were cooking dinner because it was cool. We were where it was nice and cool.
So you didn't run it 24/7?
No.
Okay. And again, what's your fuel capacity?
200 gallons.
And this was last year under a different administration, so $4.
Yeah, it was. We were very careful about how much we ran it, even though, I say it doesn't matter. I'm like, can we turn the generator off now? I mean, over a period of time. I think I changed the oil 3 times last summer in it.
Yeah, and $800 for that 1 month stay, running just the generator. So this is what I'm pointing out. If you already have the generator, a lot of people say that's already a sunk cost. Why would I spend more money on a solar system? And, one of the key points, not just maintaining, but running it, right? Running it, and that's quite a bit, right? So from there, you're having to turn it off quite a bit because you don't want to have to get up and leave and actually put more money back into the tank. Now, when it comes to putting on solar, right, again, you prepay for the solar. It's not free. You prepay for it. Now, once you prepay for it, you want to use as much as you can. Right? It's like when you buy anything, you're like, okay, it costs me X amount. Well, I want to get my value out of it. So you say, hey, run this, run that. Within reason, as long as you have enough storage to get you through the night, right? But you don't have to worry about turning stuff off to save for what you need later on, or just to refuel. Your refuel is going to be, the solar from, sun coming in, maybe running the generator. Now, I'll tell you, with the system we're putting in, and it's going to be a good system, you probably still will run the generator just to refresh the batteries from time to time, right? But it makes it the ultimate, right? Where you don't have to turn on the generator while going down the road so you can run some coach ACs.
Yeah.
Right? Just let it do its job because you got batteries for storage and you have solar during the day, so.
Well, and listen, so when I called you guys to start talking about this, it's kind of like one toe in, one toe out, and you're like, so, what do you want to run? And I was of the mindset, I'm like, well, if we could run the microwave every once in a while, if we could run the heated floors, this is going to sound bad, if we could run the wine cooler, if the important things that we have in our coach, if we could, and the 110s and all that, and you're like, what about air conditioners? I'm like, man, if we could run air conditioners, that would be incredible.
Right.
And you've helped us design a system that we could run 2 to 3 air conditioners depending on how long and whatever. We have 4 air conditioners total. We're obviously not going to run all 4 air conditioners. We don't really need to run all 4, but like,
Right.
I mean, that's huge for us.
Yeah.
That's staying in Harvest Host, Boondockers Welcome. I mean, that opens up everything for us.
Yeah.
One of our very favorite places to spend time is Ocracoke, which is in the Outer Banks. And there's one campground that we can fit in with 4 sites. So we have 4 chances to get in there at any given time, which is pretty next to impossible.
Right.
The National Seashore has 40 or 50 spots, but you can only run your generator till 10 o'clock at night. So this opens up the ability for us to go there and stay pretty much as long as we'd like to stay within the limits of the National Seashore and be able to enjoy our favorite place, because I'm not going there if I can't keep the coach cool overnight, because it's, you know, it's on the beach. So those are the things that really caused us to like step over this. It was like, man, I think we would use it more than enough to justify the cost. And I gotta be honest, I'm pumped about it. The more I learn about it, the
Right.
more excited I get about it. And what you guys have designed for us and helped us design is like, it's world class. So thank you for that.
Yeah, that's exciting for us, because we get to see, you know, the people's going, oh, this opens up so many doors. That's what makes it worth it. Hey, if you got questions about batteries or want to go ahead and put in a solar system but need some guidance, head over to bigbeardbattery.com, fill out the solar design form, and one of our certified solar experts will give you a call and get you started. That's right. Now he's putting his ears on.
I hear your chest hair.
That's right. I was saying it's just as bad.
Oh yeah.
I put mine in the...
Man, you got a nice sternum vest there.
Yeah, well, thank you. We're taking up that whole frame right now. I worked hard at that.
Calico.
I worked hard at that.
Hey, you got a text. Hey, Todd. Cut.